Hey guys, it's Tamisha from Toolbox Divas, and I finally finished my deck. So I figured I might as well freshen up the entryway to my deck. This is in fact a long overdue project. I should have painted and redone these doors a long time ago. But I'm happy to team up with the Lockley to give my door a bit of a smart update. I'll be installing the Lockley Duo, which is a latch and a deadbolt in an all-in-one compact device. Before I get started installing any sort of doorknob, I always like to lay out all the pieces to the lock. I've installed a couple of Lockley locks in the past, and I found that starting with the user manual is always very helpful. Lockley also provides step-by-step tutorials on its website on its various locks and deadbolts. These tutorials have always been very helpful before I start installing any sort of Lockley lock. So I started by removing my old deadbolt and lock. So I started with installing the deadbolt and the latch bolt into my door. Everything was going great. I made sure that the handle orientation matched my door and it was perfect. I didn't need to make the adjustments. Then I installed the spindle, making sure to insert the locking pin so that the spindle would work properly. And this is where I ran into problems. Normally installing a lock like this wouldn't take more than 30-40 minutes, but I didn't take into consideration the holes that were drilled into my door. They were not 4 inches apart like a standard door. In fact, they were only 3 inches. So, determined not to buy a new door, I did what any reasonable DIYer would do. I plugged the existing hole and drilled a new one. And once the epoxy and the wood glue dried, I continued with installing the lock the next day. I reinstalled the deadbolt and the latch bolt and installed the interior side of the lock. Then I put the sensors in place, put in batteries, and touched up the paint and tested out this lock. There are 5 ways in which I can access my door. By voice, using the Lockley mobile app, using the advanced 3D fingerprint reader, or using the Pin Genie digital touchscreen. Or I could even just use an old-fashioned physical key. This really spruced up my back door. Now I just need some new window treatments.